Kyiv, Ukraine. I'm coming to you late today, and I'm sorry for that. Apologies. We needed to fix the internet and the issues of setup with Nigeria. But I want to encourage you to go and share the message of today with as many people as possible, because the creative and innovative hour we're having today is with one young sharp that is going to be the future of Nigeria. And these are the kind of people that make Nigeria exciting for me. And it's because of these kind of guys that I want to go back to Nigeria, because we have, despite the rottenness in that country and despite the corruption in that country, that is where I come from. That is where someone like Kelly Idehen, that I'm going to talk with today, is coming from. And that's why people like Emeka, what's his name? Nelson. Emeka Nelson is coming from. And that's the same place where Jerry Malo is coming from. So, you know, we have a lot of promising Nigerians. So despite the fact, so not everything in Nigeria has been destroyed. Not all the values have been destroyed, and not all potential people in that country have been ruined. So this is going to be one of such people that I am very proud to be associated with and to present. Thanks to Carol. Carol is one of the people on our board of a creative and innovative movement that we have on Facebook. And so he knows all these young innovators, and he always looks for them. And so he discovered this one here, Kelly Idehen. And so I'm going to introduce you to Kelly now. Hello, Kelly.
Hello, good evening.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you very much.
Tell me about yourself. What's your background? How old are you, and what's your background?
My name is Kelly Idehen.
Kelly Idehen Osas, right?
Yeah, Osai, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Everybody, Osai, everybody from Edo area is always having Osas. Yes, Osas in their name, or Osai.
Yes.
What is the meaning of Osai?
Osai is God knows best. God knows best. So the Osa there is from the god Osaluwa. So
okay, it's always different Osas. So people just put Osas at the end as the short one.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the Igbos who say Shukudi, Shineye.
And everybody is Ushe.
Yeah, that's how it is.
So keep on telling me about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm 29 years old. I am a business and entrepreneur and a tech person. So I started a company, Nigerian. That was later I finished my schooling then back then in 2012.
You are 20. You are what? How many? How old you say?
I'm 29.
29. Okay.
Yes. So when I finished my schooling in 2012, I started a company, Nigerian, which has later morphed to LearnUp.Africa. But in between, we also started a company, Link-Orion Technology, which offers IT services and all that. So basically, the drive for me was about, I understood that a lot of people, when they finish from the university, there's usually no job. So before I left school, I knew that there was no job. So I had to take the option of either I go into the market and struggle like everyone else, or find a way to solve the problem. So that was the bet of, Nigerian, which later morphed to LearnUp.Africa. So it's been a long time doing from my schooling days. Basically, as part of, raising revenue, as to self-support myself and my dream and all that, we needed to start up Link-Orion Technology, which offers web design services, digital marketing services, social media services, and all that. So we kind of combine all of that, and we learn and we try to provide this training to others too, as much as we can, as much as within our power to do so. We try to make these training and these skills available to other people. So basically, that is me so far. Yeah.
So what did you study in the university, in your college or university?
Yeah, I studied electrical electronics engineering.
So electrical electronics.
Electronics, yes.
Engineering. So that opens you up to the world of computers.
Really, I can't say that. That is another issue too, which we are trying to solve. The training in school does not give you any practical knowledge, really. It's mostly theoretical. So you find out that people who did their engineering them to know how to open up a panel or to open up a PC. So I won't say that is part of it. So I won't say that is contributed anything to my tech background, technology background. It was just out of curiosity and trying to follow up where the next big market was. That's why I landed myself in technology, and I think that was a good guess for me back then. So my time in school didn't really teach me anything as practical. That I'm using today. But I've always been a kind of craft. Person trying to know what is happening. How does this thing work? How does this thing work? So I think that was the major contributing factor. Yeah.
So you mean to say that even though you studied engineering, electronics, and technology in university, that didn't give you what you know today?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. not at all.
That is amazing.
But if you check it out, we have a lot of people. I have a lot of friends who, they have finished their BSc, they have gone for their masters. But when they come back, with all this knowledge, there's nothing practical they can do. So it's not just about me. I think it's a general idea. Concept here in Nigeria. The educational system does not really, fortify you to be practical, to do anything for yourself, really.
Wow. I thought that, of course, it should have given you the basics of what you are doing now, the basis of engineering.
Well, the basis of what I'm doing now, I won't say.
Where did you get the basis of what you are doing now?
Okay. It was curiosity. I think it was basic curiosity. I just love to spend time reading and researching. So before I had internet, my dad had what they call encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia, yes.
Yes, he had a complete volume. So I usually love to just go through all of it. And that really opened up my mindset to try to learn. When I was in secondary school, my secondary school was also a very, very vocational school. That was DSC Technical High School, which is the same school.
DSA?
DSC Technical High School. The same school Mr. Karo Akamune attended.
Aha.
So you see, that's where my practical, point, that's where it really came into view. But for the university, I almost lost it there.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was more theoretical. The lecturers were not teaching like they knew or they wanted to. They were teaching maybe they just wanted a salary at the end of the month. So
wow.
So they give you.
What school did you go to? What university?
I think we should leave that. We should leave that for.
You don't want to compromise them.
Yeah, yes. They still have value. It's a general concept all around. It's all over Nigeria.
So it's a problem of Nigeria in general.
Yeah, exactly. That is one of the issues we are trying to solve, to bring vocational training, to bring this training down to the ground roots. Bring your hand, you hold the screwdriver, you do it yourself. You understand how the current flows to the circuit board. You understand how the software and the hardware interact together. So when you understand it from this perspective, you'll be able to think.
So you are not giving that one in the university, in the engineering department?
We have, for me, I didn't study computer engineering or computer science.
But you study electronics.
I studied electronics. But I'm trying to say there are some people that studied computer engineering that don't even know how to operate a computer. There are some people that, of course, I'm surprised you are not aware of.
No, I'm not aware. I'm totally shocked. Because here, people don't even need to study anything. Most people who know computer here, they don't even study anything at all. Talk less of you going to university to study computer, and you don't know anything about it.
That is the whole idea now. That is the whole idea. That is why our part of our vision and our drive is to see that this, we call it digital skills. These are basic skills that everyone should have. I mean, so we'll try to make sure that at a very big early age, people learn these skills so that even if your school or whatever institution you're going to cannot provide you this training anymore, you have it already inbuilt in you. So from there you can, I mean, Bill Gates was 14 years old when he started writing softwares and selling. We have Mark Zuckerberg. These people, they started very early on in life. So it's not really about the school. Many of them dropped out of school because why? The schooling system, it's good, but sometimes it limits your creativity,
Yes.
it limits your innovativeness. So I want to help people see that really, if you want to be innovative, you don't really need to waste the old, 16 years of your life going to the world of school, and at the end of the day, you come out with a certificate where there's no job for. So as early as possible, we want to tell 14-year-old, 10-year-old that you can create some things, you can do some things with your computer, with your digital skills, you can innovate. So basically, I think that is the story.
No, but
yeah.
you know people for real who studied engineering or who studied computer engineering and they don't know how to operate computer.
Of course, I know. It's a common.
No, you want to tell me that it's not just.
I know.
You know,
I know.
you yourself, personal.
I know, and I have seen. I know, and I've seen plenty. So it's not. It's a common thing.
You even say plenty.
I think what you should do after now, you can do a general consensus, ask people around in Nigeria if this is a true state of things, so you understand that. I mean,
people who finish university.
I mean, that is just the story. That is just the story.
So the educational standard has fallen like that.
It is so theoretical. It is so theoretical. People have to write their and it is taught in such a way that you are being taught to pass, not to learn or to create. So that has become a problem. So people are struggling to pass, not to really learn to do or to create or to innovate. So the value of education now is more of a certificate thing, not as a means to really put yourself in society to solve societal problems. So it's a real problem. It's a real challenge. It's a real challenge.
But this idea you have, one of the, stunning thing for me, one of what you have done that has really blown my mind, that encouraged me to invite you here, is the concept of Learn Hub. Is that your organization, Learn Hub? Africa?
Africa. Yes, yeah.
That is you.
Africa. Yes, exactly.
So Learn Hub Africa. Where did you get the idea? How did you get the inspiration to do this?
Now, the idea is this. In 2020, Africa is going to have one of the youngest, most populous continent in the world. Nigeria also, in a few years' time, is going to be as populous as the US. Our population is climbing so drastically that, and this population, demographic is majorly filled with young people. Now, the thing is this: if we have young people who are unemployed and don't have skills and are not creating, and they're waiting for a job, the crime rate is going to increase. The poverty level is going to increase drastically. So looking at it from an Africa perspective, in a few years' time, 2050, it is either we will become much more dependent on the Western countries like Europe and the US for loans and grants and for relief, or we will become one of the biggest nations, just like China is today, who has used their resources and found a way to integrate their human capital resources with financial resources and institutions and programs to become one of the giants of the world today. So Africa has our advantage, but it's so unfortunate that there are not enough platforms or programs in place to really foresee and plan towards this. So LearnUp.Africa really is all about that vision of Africa, where
can you show is Learn Hub Africa? You have it. You have this. Yes, go ahead.
So it's all about that, I mean, vision to make Africa like the Wakanda. We watched the movie Black Panther, where we saw Wakanda. If we don't start from a very basic foundation where we teach our kids the importance of them having these skills, computing skills, becoming, I mean, using their brain creatively to solve problems. It is not the old men we have today that will make this African dream possible. It is the young people. So we need to invest a lot in really providing them with the knowledge, the skill set, the resources, and everything they need to grow. So they grow up, become having this mindset that they can become Bill Gates, they can become Elon Musk, and they have the tools, the resources. So the of Africa tries to encapsulate that dream, then it provides resources. Part of our project is to, we have a project called the Learn Up Digital Foundation Manual, which is going to be launched, I mean, in a few months' time. We also have our online learning space, which is going to launch on our online platform. But at the moment, we are using our community, like our Facebook community, our YouTube community, our Twitter community, to try to bring this awareness about. We are trying to bring in a new kind of business model, in which case, for example, we create the courses, and we have sponsors, like, I mean, the telecommunications or whatever, I mean, corporate, I mean, organization can sponsor these courses. So these courses will be provided to people, young people, for free. Now, when this course is provided to them for free, let's say, for example, you learn shoemaking, for example. When you finish making your shoe, you have the opportunity of selling your shoe on the same platform. So your fellow learner would have credit units, either in, let's say, Learn Up Credit, for example. They can use it to buy your shoe. So you don't just learn the skill and you're not using it for any valuable project. So when you learn, as you learn, we teach you the entrepreneurial skills, how to sell your shoes or your products or your skills, and to your fellow learners. So it becomes like an ecosystem that keeps, I mean, revolving around. So the value of learning is now being practicalized. So you learn to do and to grow. So those are part of our grand vision and our grand dream.
What are your Facebook platforms? Do we have your Facebook platforms? What do you call them?
Yeah, on our Facebook, you can search for our Facebook group by LearnUp.Africa, Business and Technology.
So no, Learn Hub Africa. One word. Yeah. Learn Hub Africa. That is your Facebook group.
It is LearnUp.Africa.
.Africa, okay. Learn Hub, one word, .Africa.
Yeah, LearnUp.Africa. We have a Facebook group, we have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter page, LearnUp.Africa. We also have so we also have Instagram page. We have our YouTube account. So we have this.
So all on Instagram and Twitter and all that is the same. LearnHub.Africa.
Yes, exactly.
LearnHub. That is learn, then HUB, hub. LearnHub Africa. That means LearnHub.Africa. LearnHub.Africa. Yeah. Okay, so what you have come up with, the innovation that you have come up with is that you want to create employment by helping young people who are school leavers and graduates not to be waiting for somebody to employ them or to be looking for a job. Your innovation is that your innovation is such that you want people to leave school, and by the time they leave school, they will already be equipped enough so that they know exactly how to do things on the internet, in the computer world, technological world, in the computer, and they will have technological know-how. Okay, so let me give you a few seconds to go and deal with the baby. You can go and deal with the baby while go and deal with the child while I will be speaking meanwhile while you go to deal with it. Okay, so your innovation is that basically you are doing the work of the government. You
Well, I will not put it that way. I think it's a work for everybody. It's a work for everybody because we can't really put all the responsibility on the government. We know that they are being cat-handed in so many ways. But if Africa becomes better, everyone will benefit from it really. So we see it like I'm trying to help my fellow man. I mean, it's a work of ministry to some extent because I believe when Jesus Christ was healing the sick and the lame, he didn't see it as helping the Israelis. I mean, as a government, he saw it as his responsibility. So first and foremost, we take it as a responsibility for us to find any opportunity to help our fellow man and to make life better for everybody. Then, secondly, that's supposed to be the responsibility of the government, but we can't really, wait for them or, yeah, that's why I see it anyways, yeah.
You know, what you just expressed now is the confirmation of a book that I've written. It's called "You Are Born to Make Your Nation Great." You are born to make your nation great. Don't wait for the government. It's not the government that is born to make your nation great. You are born to make your nation great.
Yeah.
I have a book like that.
That's great. I think I'll check it out.
Yes. So that is, and the topic of the whole idea of the book is that every one of us could make our nation great through personal responsibility. So you have just expressed that, but it's like you are not coming from Nigeria, or you have a different mind than typical Nigerians, because typical Nigerians will tell you that the government is to blame. The government is not providing the job. The president is to blame. The parties are to blame. They are not providing the job. But you are saying you are not just providing job for yourself, but you are helping create job for a whole lot of young people all over Nigeria, all over the world. And then you are saying, no, I will not take the credit. It's not my credit. You know, I'm not helping the government. I'm just helping humanity. I'm just doing what I needed to do. You know, this is amazing, Dekniga. This is unimaginable, brilliant. Look for the book there for me. Maybe I will forgive me. No, brilliant, just wonderful. And I believe you. I understand you are a Christian.
Yes. I'm very religious. I believe. We have to find our true. Reason for coming to existence. So if we have to walk that line, we understand that we owe our wisdom with them. We were created, and now we are redeemed. So I believe we have a commitment towards for being created one and being redeemed too. We have a commitment back to give to the universe here.
Because and I'm just thinking maybe because I would have said maybe it's your Christian faith that has helped you, but I will have to credit it to something else. Maybe it's your self-education or your family background or whatever has helped you. Because right now, even the Christians that I know, they themselves are complaining. So, you know, if we could change the mentality and mindset of our country, of Nigerians, to think that, no, I am the answer. I create solution, not just for myself, but for the world around me, we will make the world a better place.
Yes, exactly. I think that is the most important thing we need to address, the mindset, the psyche of the people. That's the biggest challenge we are having, not really the government or the corruption. If everyone sees themselves as a part of the solution, as you said, then we are halfway there to promised land. So I think that's a good way to put it, yes.
So that mindset, you embraced it, and I'm sure it's one of the things that you are spreading, right?
Yes, exactly. So as part of what we do, mentorship is also, a very, very key part of it. And through the LearnUp.Africa platform, it is a mentorship approach we are using. So if you have learned follow the program, a course, entrepreneurial, and all of that, and you are progressing, you get to a level where you are given the opportunity to begin to mentor others. So everyone is part of the ecosystem. when you learn and you advance, you have people underneath you, and there are people above you who also provide mentorship to you too. So it's a chain reaction. So everyone is part of this ladder of helping one another up. And on like on our website, www.learnup.africa, on our website, the three key things on our we have digital skills, we have entrepreneurship, and we have lifestyle. Because if you have digital skills and you have entrepreneurial skills and you don't have the right lifestyle to follow up, it's a lost situation. So we tend to blend these three things to make the total person change agent. Yeah.
Beautiful. And now, this is the book I was trying to talk to you about. It's called You Are Born to Make Your Nation Great.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
I don't know if it's visible, if you can see it or not.
Yeah, I can see. I think I will need to find a way to get it. Is there a digital copy?
Yes, it's on Amazon or Okada Books or on Amazon.
Awesome.
So, but what I'm trying to say here is, first of all, a Nigerian, a young man that is becoming a solution, even not because he was taught in the university, by self-education. So through self-education, you discovered your giftings, your calling, which is in the area of technology and, IT. And now, for people who don't get what we're talking about, what Kelly is doing is that he believes that we can eliminate or reduce the problem of unemployment in our country if we will encourage all these school leavers, all these young people, to just get computer skills. That if we could teach them computer skills and get them the technological computer skills and let them know the IT, by the time they are good in IT, every one of them in the internet, they will be able to find their way. They will get a job, they will create a job for themselves. Is that what you are trying to say?
Exactly. So we blend the digital skills, which is the IT skills, now we blend it with entrepreneurship and mentorship. So with this when they are equipped in that kind of cocoon, there's no way you can fail. That is just the idea, because for me personally, and a lot of my team members and a lot of people who are mentored so far, I found out that when you give them these things and set them on their way, they are as good as saying, they are okay for life, because from there you can find a way to either you do freelance work, or you can begin your own industry. You create your own app, build your own project, your own software, provide your own services. So at the end of the day, you are not just helping yourself, you begin to help the economy, you create employment for other people. So it's a chain reaction.
Let me ask you a question here. How wild or how big is your vision?
Well, for now, we are leaving it at Africa. We don't want. We believe we are leaving at Africa. We want it. It is Africa wide, really. It is Africa wide. Not because we want to cut out the rest of the world, but we believe our charity that begins at home should be Africa. Because really, if you look at the continent of America, for example, it is almost as big as Africa, but that's cohesion, that's unity, that is what gives them strength. So even if we say, oh, Nigeria is big, Nigeria is great, and we leave out Ghana, we leave out Cameroon, we leave out South Africa, we leave out these other countries, it will become a problem for us. Because if you are richer than your rich and your neighbor is poor, your neighbor may want to steal from you. So why not create an ecosystem where every one of us is progressing? If every one of us is progressing, then that is the way environment we would like to live in. So it is Africa wide. We believe that with time, this our model. Although I've not really had time to really go deep into explaining the model, but this model. It is a self-sustaining ecosystem that can work in almost any community. So we believe it's a model that can be adopted not only even in Africa, other countries, other developing countries, even developed countries can adopt it and I mean use it to help their ecosystem also. So that is the dream. That is the dream.
All right. Now, there are three major components to your dream, to the system, to the know-how that you have brought to the world, which is technology, entrepreneurship, and what is this? Lifestyle, right?
Yeah, lifestyle. Yeah, yes,
Lifestyle,
yes.
okay. So you teach them IT, then you teach them to market and sell themselves.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then not just to have the skills, but to know how to sell themselves. And then to have, how to sustain all that through the right
Yeah,
lifestyle.
lifestyle. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
The only people that know, that have thought about this, that teach about this, are people that are connected with network marketing. But network marketing, they don't give you the skills of technology as such. They marketing their own product. So what I'm trying to say is that whatever you have, this method and this solution that you have brought, this, you know, this way of thinking that you have brought out is so much superior to a lot of things that are out there. Not everybody is doing it. Very rare.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
take the universities of the world. They normally just give you the skills. Even when you study economics or you studied finance or you study banking, you still have to look for a job. That is the way the educational
Exactly.
system of the world
Yes,
is set up. For
exactly.
you to be a slave looking for a job from Uncle Sam. That's just the way the whole thing is set up. But then for
Yeah, that is
you
true.
are coming up with a solution that we are going to teach people technology, which is the knowledge, the skills. But apart from the skills, we are going to teach them how to sell their skills. This is superb. And then we are going to teach them how to live the right lifestyle so that, you know, they will not destroy and do not lose all the things that they've gained.
Yes.
So you want to talk
Exactly.
more about the technology, about your formula. You know, please take your time and explain to us, because, you know, it's your day. I want you to do this thing.
Okay. The learning model really it has different aspect to it. So, for example, we have a section on it which is like Quora, which is like a question. Now, if you find out a lot of the knowledge and the experience of our creative people or our artisans are not documented. When you go to a place like Google to search for something, what you find is maybe someone from India, someone from the US, our own skills. Let's say, for example, um, um, bead making in the native way or soap making in native way. It is not properly documented in such a way that you know this thing is coming from an experienced artisan. So we want to create a question and answer forum that finds a way to document the most important vocational skills that people practice today. So, say for example, you are making Ankara dress, for example. Now, instead of going all around the internet searching for information from people you might not find credible, we'll find a way to, I mean, put all this information together. We'll bring the experts for each of these subjects to answer your question. So just like the Quora forum, so everyone has the opportunity to to ask the questions to the right source in an African sense now. So we are finding a way to document the African knowledge and Africa way of doing things. Then we also have the online learning section, which is more or less like operates on the model that it is a free learning platform. It is free learning because we need to bring in the corporate industries instead of sponsoring projects that maybe entertainment project like Big Brother Africa and the rest. Why don't you sponsor just a course, just one course, for example? So an online learning, a corporate institution can say, I want to sponsor the course of shoemaking, for example. So that shoemaking course, your avatar, your brand is going to be, put on all the materials, the PDF materials, the video materials, and all the materials. So your brand has a, that course, your brand has the sole right to that course. Then, since you've already provided the resources for creating that course, what we do is that we promote that course to the audience, people that need that course, shoemaking, for example. And we find the best instructors that will provide this knowledge in a way, in an African way. Not because the way they make shoe in the US might not, work the way we need our shoe here. So we localize the knowledge and the skill and the training. So when people take these courses, either through institutions, NYC, schools, maybe students on holiday, log on and take these courses, we provide mentorship throughout the entire time. So they're not just learning to go. Once you come into the system, we have mentors that would say, okay, how is your learning going? Are you having a difficulty? Then we also have localized centers where you can visit. Let's say, for example, you are learning how to make a shoe and you're in Benin. We have localized centers in places like Benin, Warri, Lagos, wherever you might be living in. So you can visit these localized centers. If you want to buy materials, this is an approved localized center. You can buy materials from them. You meet your fellow learners physically. So that community begins to grow and begin to expand. Then after you finish your course, you make a shoe. You are not just to make a shoe and forget all about it. You make your shoe and you have an online store, an online platform where you can put your shoe. This is the shoe I made. Even if the shoe is bad, it provides the opportunity of, something you did with your hand, someone else can buy it, someone else can ask for it. That is providing the opportunity to keep learning. So when the person wears it and say, this is your shoe, it didn't last 3 days, you understand, you have feedback. The next shoe you make should not, be like that. It should last longer. And from there, you begin to develop that skill and you expand on it. Then we also provide, you are not just supposed to learn the entrepreneurship part of it. Your mentors will make sure you take some entrepreneurship courses. They follow up with you. How are you doing? How is your selling going and all that? So the platform is a robust system that encourages learning, practicalization, networking, mentorship, your sales and all of that. So we're trying to put all of this together in a unique way so that it rhymes or it resonates with our vision of the digital skill training, the entrepreneurship training, and the lifestyle training. So really, that's the model we are looking to operate.
Wow. Amazing. Just brilliant. Now, if I may ask you, do you have any number of categories or skills or what do you call it, vocations that,
Yeah.
yes, how many, do you have any category, how many number, like 10 categories or 100 categories of skills? So how many categories?
Categories, you mean currently, or
that you plan for?
Society?
I know maybe it will be unlimited, right? Or
but we the way we want to approach this, we are not going to just provide it like a MOOC, that is a massive online learning. It's more or less like, what is the most sought after skill now? For example, a lot of people are going to this makeup artistry, face makeover, and all that, or they're going to weave and all that. So these are the skills that young girls are trying to vie for. When you talk about guys want to learn how to build a mobile app. How can I build a mobile app? So we focus on those that has the greatest concentration of people. Those are the ones we focus on more, and we try to teach it in a way that it's really broken down to the elemental level. Then when teaching also, we also ensure that everyone is following along. It's not just by providing the courses and to your tent to Israel. We try to follow up with each person, because each person has a unique story. Each person has a unique approach to that learning. Each person can become the next innovator. So each person that follows on the program is unique. So even if you don't, you are not the best student, there is something else that you can do. Maybe it might be that you are the best person that can do the eyelashes. You want to, we find that special niche for you and make sure that you become the best eyelash fisser ever. So it is more or less like your teacher, the teacher and the student find a way for a result to come out by any possible means. So they're talking about categories. We are going to focus on majorly on vocational skills and the most common ones. For the now, we are looking at makeup artistry, cake baking, small shops, and for other craft skills, we're looking at bead making, we're looking at Ankara dress making, we're looking at shoe making, hat making, even bracelet. There are a lot of things that people can learn, and if they can learn it the right way and sell it the right way, they can begin to export their product outside of Nigeria. So we are going to find a way to teach them in a way that their product or their produce comes out, with a unique story to tell. So we are going to cut visually across all the vocational skills. Then for technology too, we are also going to provide that's my own niche, but I don't want to see that that everything is all about technology. There are other places people can fit in, but we have digital marketing, we have web designing, we have programming, software development, we have machine learning, AI, and all that. So it's a whole robust field that we
What about app developments or startups?
Mobile app development. Yes, exactly.
And different startups.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that when you learn your skill, how do you use this skill? Do you want to make a product? If you are deciding to make a product, how can you, to start up a company, you need to understand the dynamics to it. Are you going to register a business name? Do you need to register a business name? Okay, if you don't have the finance to register a business name, what is the next best thing you can do? Okay, why don't you find a way to start marketing your product on Facebook or Instagram instead of sharing Olamide music and doing Naira bets? Why don't you find a way to start showcasing yourself to your friends that, hey, this is what I do, even if you're not the best at it yet, but they begin to see you as a thought leader in that space. So these are, if the training comes in the right way, we're going to have a lot of startups, we're going to have a lot of innovators, a lot of creative people. It's just like planting a seed. You don't know how big the tree is going to be, but when the fruit comes out, then you begin to, it comes up in different dimensions, different shapes, and different sizes. So we'll see how it goes from there.
Okay, what will you look at the amount of students or apprentices that you would like to be training at a particular time?
Well, for now, we are mostly working on our physical training centers. We're mostly working on physical training centers. We also do online training to our Facebook page. We also provide some tutorials on our YouTube page. But really, we don't want to be limited by scale. That is why we went online. So online, there's really no limitation. The more people we have on our community, the more people that will benefit from the program. So on our website also, when the online learning platform launches, it is unlimited. That is why it is going to be an African-wide team, because anybody from any part of the world can join in and benefit from the program. It is that wide. So we believe we will plan to take in millions of people, but then we have to consider our server, our bandwidth and all that. But given the right resources and the right tools, the bandwidth can be unlimited and as wide as possible. Yeah.
How many people will you need to employ to teach people and to mentor them? Do you need to employ them, or they are just volunteers?
Well, the way the ecosystem is built, when you learn, as you progress, you would want to become a mentor, because a mentor is a thing of pride. You are a mentor. Then there's also some incentive also that will be provided to, there's also some incentive to, because the way our model operates, whatever revenue is coming in is supposed to filter down to the ecosystem. So mentors, when you get to mentor level, depending on how many people you mentor, you have some revenue. So you should be trying to get to that level. And to get to that level, you have to take the business course, the technology course, the mentorship course, you have to learn leadership skills. So, but when you get to that level and you begin mentoring people, you get in some revenue. So from wherever you can also earn revenue to the system as a mentor. So as many people as possible. So the more people come into the system, the more mentors we will get, and the more mentors we get, the more robust the ecosystem will be. So mentors are as much as the system, the audience of the system is. So yeah.
So you build a system, a model that is self-sustaining.
Exactly. It's a self-sustaining ecosystem, yes.
Okay. You know, one day, I don't know when that day will come. One day, somebody is going to come with the right heart. And it might not be the Nigerian government, but it might be somebody that will hear or that is listening to this to this broadcast today, and ask you and tell you, if I give you $1 million US, what can you do with that? How many people can you reproduce? Can you make to be self-sufficient?
Well, with $1 million, well, I believe that will be enough for us to plant the seed. The seed is the system. The system is self-sustaining. Building the system, getting our server space, getting the trainers, getting our courses, putting all of that in place would that scale of finance should cover all of that. Then the system has different models of bringing in revenue. So it's not just like a CSRO give and go. It's a system that is self-sustained, that will bring in revenue, back into the system, which if put back into the system, keeps expanding the system to, it is an idea that each person should be touched, each person should be reached. Even if you are a father, you are a mother, there is some value for it for you in that system. Even if for you to learn parenting the African way, learn culture the African way, there is some value for you in that system. So our job will be to keep creating more value in the system and keep reaching out to more people. But as from my conceptualization, I believe that kind of budget should be able to plant the system, get the instructors, get the courses done, get our online platform running, get our initial advertisements running, and all that. So that is for my
with good advertisement. With good advertisement, how easy or difficult is it to recruit people who might want to become somebody in life and get their own skills and be able to join this system? How is it, difficult or easy?
Yeah, it's for me. I think the problem is that if you don't send the right message, people might not understand what you are really offering to them. But from my take so far, from the people I mentor and people I've seen grown, people I've seen become somebody to this initial idea, it is something that is so valuable because they are now beginning to mentor others. So initially, it was a struggle getting people to really see things in a right perspective. But now, if we have a model whereby we provide incentives to people, like to say, now, for example, you are not coming in just to learn. Okay, for example, come in and become a mentor and make money even while you are still in school. So now people come in just to learn. But while learning, you begin to learn the basic skills that you need in life. You begin to see life from a different perspective. You begin to get your own mentorship and you begin to see that, wow, this is the way to look at things. So with time, you find yourself that you're also mentoring people, you're also bringing people. It's not just you as a mentor, you're not just going to wait for people to come to you. You meet your brothers, you meet your friends, you meet your classmates, you tell them, please come into the system, learn these courses, come and become a mentor like me. Why doing that? You are going up and they are coming to your level and they are bringing in more people. So it's more like a chain reaction. So if we start with 10,000 people, in a few months' time, we can get 10,000 people. In another few months' time, we get 1 million people. And that chain is just like network marketing, as you said, anyways. Yeah, it's a chain reaction.
Well, with this, I don't know why you have not approached your state government. You are from Edo State, right?
Yes, I am.
If you have a big problem in Edo State of young people not finding a place for themselves and running to Europe, especially Italy, becoming prostitutes and things like that, and going to, 75% of all the people coming from Libya are coming from Edo State. If I were the governor of your state, in fact, if anybody is from Edo State and you are watching this video, I will encourage you to send this video to your governor, because I am sure that your governor is looking for someone like you. I'm sure if he's a normal human being, if he's with normal head, he's looking for someone like you. Only he has not come across. He doesn't know that he has someone like you in his state. Because you alone can create job for 2 million people, 2 million youth that you have in your state. Is not even, how many people do you have in your state?
That should be, I think, a couple of millions. Let's say 4 to 5. I mean, let's say 4 to 5 million, or maybe.
Yeah, you can easily provide job for 2 million youth in your state, and go beyond to provide 10 million jobs in Nigeria. Easy. And with this, because I see what you are trying to say, I see it clearly. For me, it makes sense. So I think anybody that is watching this video, please help us send this video to the federal government. Help us send it to the Edo State government and even to other state governments. Let's send it to other state governments. I personally am going to send it to a state governor that was just elected, that, maybe 2 state governors, but they are other states. But still, maybe they will be interested. If any governor is interested in creating jobs for people, I personally think that this video should be sent also to the Vice President of Nigeria, because they are spending a lot of money trying to create jobs for the youth, and not too many people are seeing those jobs, or they are making some difference, they are providing some, but it's not a systemic and it's not as systemic as what you are proposing. So I personally will advise you to seek an audience with your governor and to seek an audience with the Vice President as well. And I'm sure that there might be people who are watching this thing now who might be able to send the video to the Vice President or to the presidents or to the ministers or somebody, because if you are the answer to their problems. Right now, all of them they are promising heaven and earth, and now they are accusing them that they promised last time and they are not fulfilling it. But if they could empower someone like you, some of that budget money, if they could empower someone like you, like for example, for 3 years, the Vice President is saying that they have been able to empower, is it 500,000 young people or so, or 50,000, I think 500,000. Well, that's nothing when we're talking about a country where, how many people are unemployed? 50 million?
Yeah.
50 million youth are unemployed. But your system alone can take care of that 50 million. Because I've done something like that here, and I can see your system alone, this system that you have created, if you just have the support, can take care of 15 million unemployed people in the country. And so why have you not tried to get the federal government support or your state government support?
Well, there's this bureaucratic block to things. I have worked on some government projects before. All the time and all the resources, the government always look at projects from their own perspective, which is, how does this benefit me politically? How does this?
No, but this your own will benefit them politically.
Yeah, it would. Yes, it would. But the bureaucratic processes that are involved would might delay, take so much time for us to to climb through. I'm not saying that it is a bad idea to approach the government, but I'm trying to avoid a situation where the government does not really see the vision as clearly as, I believe as you have seen now. They might not see it that way, and they might see it as a government project to count scores or to count votes, which I believe, if that is the approach that is taken, it might derail the dream, it might derail the entire process. So the whole idea is that even apart from government support or government input, on a private level, it is still an enterprising project, because there is the opportunity for either investors to get back their revenue, and to increase value for themselves and for the community at large. So while the government approach is good, but the fear is that the government might, because of the myopic way with which they see things and the way they approach issues, it might affect the long-term vision and the long-term dream of such kind of project. But it is not an option that is put in the cupboard. It's an option that is highly viable, that we are still looking at pursuing. Right, currently we are trying to find our way to talk with some of these government officials. But
do you also know that there is this Nigerian businessman who was the CEO of one of the leading banks in Nigeria? I think.
Elumelu.
Yeah, Elumelu. He is also looking for
yes.
he is also looking for young people like yourself, and he's also sponsoring them, giving them money.
Yes, exactly.
But
exactly.
and I think that he will be interested in something like this. But don't worry, by the grace of God, I'm sure many people are hearing you now. But besides that, with time, people, I personally will put in effort, because I believe in this, and
that'll be great.
yes, I believe in this vision, and I would like to partner with you in the future. But that my own is only. It depends on a lot of situations. But still, if there is anybody that is watching us now and you would like to participate in our conversation and you are watching us, please go ahead and call. And the way to call, you don't call, we call you. Let us join the conversation by going to Facebook Messenger. Please go to Facebook Messenger, and look for the word Move Agents. Move Agents. That is. Then you write to us there, Move Agents Matic. Then write to us and say you would like to call, or you would like to contribute or ask a question. Once you write to us, we will call you back. So if you want to join this our conversation, but especially people who know, because this has to be for big thinkers. This project, this model that Kelly has brought up is absolutely genius. Digital skill empowerment, but he didn't limit it to digital skills. He's also talking about other skills, manual and other different kind of skills that anybody could get, and then also go ahead to empower other people, and then become a mentor to them, and then self-sustaining kind of project. And one of the reasons I know what Kelly is doing is because this is exactly the same model that I use to raise up 200 millionaires in Ukraine.
Wow.
We put skill acquisition, we put mentorship, and we put supervision. So what we do is that for you to join, we started a club that is called Millionaires Club. And for you to join that club, you've got to have some startups, some beginning. But, when we have the first ones that started with $10,000, I trained them myself. So we took them from 10,000 to 100,000. Then later on from 100,000 to $1 million. Once they reach the status of a millionaire, they sign a contract. It's one of the conditions of the organization. You agree to the condition that you've got to mentor 10 other people. And within a year, those 10 other people have to go through the same journey that you go. And the easiest way to do that is that, for example, you are skillful in the area of computer technology and you made your million through computer technology. You have to get 10 people and teach them computer technology as well, who have passion for computer technology. And you don't tell them to go and look for, you give them your own know-how, your model that you have used. So you share the projects with them and you share the contracts with them. And that is how people were able to, that's how we're able to, in 3 years, we produced 200 millionaires. And I have a plan like that for Nigeria, but I see that someone like you, because I needed to get, I thought I was going to bring people from Europe here who did it together with me to do that in Nigeria. But, I see that you have exactly the same idea of what we are talking about. And that's why I believe in what you are doing and what you are, I believe in it, and is practicable and is doable. And that's why I want people to call in whom I want to contribute one way or the other. So if you want to contribute, write to Move Agents, Facebook Messenger. Go to Facebook Messenger, write to Move Agents and say you want to contribute. But what are the other things you would like people who are watching us to know? How do you get people to join your community? I see you have over 4,000 or over 5,000 people already.
Yes, in our Facebook group. Yeah, so we do a weekly program where we invite mentors or thought leaders to come and share their experience on how they have been able to use digital skills to help themselves and their business. So that's a weekly program. Although for some while now we stopped that, but we are picking up again this week. So people come in. It's not just a community where you just come and we find a way to share value. Everyone has something to share. Everyone has a skill, no matter how small it is, even if it's a shoemaker, how you manage to grow your shoemaker
What you
business.
say you are doing it every week? Yeah,
we do it every week, but for the past few months, we because of some other projects that took our time, but we are picking up again this week. By Thursday, we have this online program. We call it Digital Achievers. So just a thought leader is going to come and share. So it's just like the mentors now that are already trying to mentor.
Are you aware of our Facebook hub also that we have for creative and innovation for Africa? DSA, yes. DSA, African Creative and Innovative Community. Okay. But for people who are watching us, if you are not aware of the DSA, African Creative and Innovative Community, that's what you see right now on your screen. Please, anybody that is interested in the innovation in Africa, you are interested in creativity in Africa, you are interested in moving Africa forward through technology, and please, you can go and join that community. We have people from all over the world who are joining the community, and we want to, from any country, we want to bring as many people as possible together and help one another to be able to move forward. So if anybody want to find you now, they could just go to your Facebook page.
Yeah. So on our Facebook,
can you show the information about the Facebook and its contacts? Yeah. So the Facebook, right? The learnhub.africa. Okay. And how many people have you been able to help so far?
Well, we've done a lot of training programs, so I would say it's, we're looking at, both directly and indirectly, more than 1,000 people, but it's only based on our physical, presence. That's why we're trying to go digital now. On our digital space, we impact and reach out to many more people, but personally, I'm involved in quite a number of projects where I directly mentor students from secondary schools, where I mentor people that come to our training center for training. And quite a number of people just approach me and like, I'm trying to, it's more or less like a passion for me to see how have you, in fact, just this evening before the program, I had a visitor who came all the way from the other side of town to talk with me, to help him, give him direction for how he can begin a self-learning journey, how he can help his business, how you can learn skills. And these were, my former class, schoolmates. So on a continuous basis, I meet a lot of
What
people.
city are you? What
I
city
find
are you
I
based
try
in?
to. Currently I'm in Lagos, but some few months ago I was in Warri Delta State. But just a few months ago I moved to Lagos here.
Now, you've been able to help 1,000
So
people just on the ground, locally.
on physical, yeah.
Because by the
We
time
still
you
have
go,
our
by the time you move your projects to the internet, that
yes,
1,000 is going to go to 100,000 almost immediately.
exactly.
Wow, wow,
Exactly.
1,000. My God, that is amazing. And by the time you have support, you'll be able to do millions. You know what?
Exactly. Yeah.
You are going to make it. I don't need to prophesy.
Exactly.
You are not just going to make it for yourself. I'm telling you that you are going
Yeah,
to be able
yeah,
to take
yeah.
millions of people out of poverty.
Exactly. That is the dream. That is the vision. That is the vision. I don't see. Yeah, that is just the vision.
Because I
Looking to
not
create
just believe in that
solutions.
vision,
Yeah,
I see it. My own personal
exactly.
ambition is to bring 40 million people out of poverty. In my
Wow, wow.
lifetime, and I'm going
So
to do it by the grace of God.
awesome,
In Nigeria and
awesome,
Africa, we are going
awesome.
to bring 40 million people out of poverty. But with someone
This
like
this
you,
is
I am seeing a partner because I'm going to bring in my own, contribution resources. But you
yeah,
have
wow.
the model, and we are going to empower your model so that we are going to do it in Jesus' name because you have a model that I like, that I believe in. I like your passion as well. And what I like about your own is that you are already doing this thing even without anybody's help or contribution or without any investment.
Exactly.
Now, I will tell you another story. Some people came to me with great ideas like this as well. And that is the difference between you and them. I invested into them $500,000 because I believe in the vision, but because they had not committed themselves to doing it without anybody's help, because that is where you really see the difference. Because when you see big money like that, those ones they just got carried away, and everything is lost. Because money took them off. But in your own case, you are already putting your own money, your own energy, your own resources, time, everything into it to lift others. So you are not particular about the money. And if you get the money, you are going to use the money to even do greater work than the one you are doing now without money.
Sure, exactly. It's a vision, it's a passion, it's a dream.
And this kind of thing that churches are supposed to be teaching. In our church, the kind of church that we are doing here in Ukraine is that we help people to teach, to discover their passion and to use that passion to empower the society. Right now in my house, I have two of my assistants, they just helping me voluntarily. But they have something like this that they are doing for the community, but their own is more robotic. They have robotic center that they are, all over the city. Young people are coming there to learn. That is just what they are doing to give back. Something like what you are doing. I really appreciate. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to tell the people who are watching us from all over the world right now?
Yeah. I think basically the whole idea is that I think it is hope that people really need. It is hope. People need to know that there is hope. Many of the young people I talk to in Nigeria, there's this despair.
Yes.
If it is like this now, then bad the future is not promising and all that. But if we can find more ways to give people hope, to share hope with people, to help them see that there's a way we can solve this problem together. There's a way we can do something together. Then everyone becomes committed to that cause, because I believe our purpose for being on planet Earth is to spread love, to give. That is our major purpose here, to give. So if all those, even if you're outside of Nigeria, wherever you are, and you just want to sit back and think the system is going to fix itself. It is not going to fix itself. The problem exists, but we are the solution. So in whatever capacity, no matter how little, even if it's just one person, you are finding a way to help and to support and to push forward. That one person can push another people forward, and that people can. So no matter where you are, where you find yourself, it is their purpose of giving, of helping to make society, to make this place more a heaven-like place for every one of us. That is our purpose there. So if that's the message I can send, that is fine with me. Yeah.
Wonderful, brilliant, just excellent. Now, for those people who are not aware, we have this mentorship program that I conduct and I offer for free for everybody that is willing. So if you have not yet joined the mentorship program, please be free to do that. Go to sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship, sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship. And for those of you who still want to make it for the HMT in November, we have History Makers in November here in Ukraine, where we do training for people who want to, who want to change their lives, who want to be better. Please be free to also come and join us on, by writing to hmt@godembassy.org, hmt@godembassy.org. For those who want to read my books, you can read them for free on Kindle Amazon, or on Kindle Amazon Unlimited. Kindle Unlimited is called, Kindle Unlimited on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited. But if you want to buy them, you can buy them on Amazon too, or on what do you call it, Okada Books in Africa. For people in Africa, okadabooks.com. For people all over the world, amazon.com. But to get my books for free, you have to register for Kindle Unlimited. Go to Kindle Unlimited on Amazon, then you can do that. And also, if you want to buy them in bulk, of course, if you want to buy many of my books, then you could write to my office, dsasbooks@gmail.com. dsasbooks@gmail.com. Well, we've had a wonderful. We have a call? Huh? We have a call? What? Okay. For those people who want to be receiving our messages on WhatsApp, please send your telephone to us. We'll be sending free messages to you, short ones that you'll be able to watch on WhatsApp. Is plus our WhatsApp is +38 098 596 3838, +38 098 596 3838, +38 098 596 3838. If you send your number to us, your WhatsApp number, or anybody, as many people as you know, especially in Africa, those who don't have data, we will send them the compressed short version of our messages to them for free. Every day we'll be sending them new messages every day. So just send their numbers to us, and then we'll be able to, respond by sending messages to them on a daily basis. Anybody that want to help Kelly Idehen, please, I want to, I want you people to get in touch with him. His contacts are on the screen. Please show the contacts of Kelly. Please get in touch with him. These are the kind of people that make me hopeful about Nigeria. These are the kind of people that want to make me go back to Nigeria. And these are the kind of people, by the grace of God, I'm looking for them. I'm going to look for them with all my zeal when we get to Nigeria. And we are going to, be able to put all the support, as much support as possible, behind people like this. And there are still remnants in that country. And thanks to people like this, we will take our country back. We will build a new country. And we will be able to make Nigerians proud and God proud as well. So, Kelly, I want you to say greetings to your family. I want you to say greetings to your family and to your son that was disturbing you there. Great.
That was my nephew.
Your nephew?
I am not married.
Oh, you are not married?
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry. Well,
all right, no, that's fine.
Well, let me greet him and all the people in the family.
Yeah. To my
Keep on
my
doing the
mom, my
good
dad,
job.
for all
We are really very proud of
yes,
you.
my uncle, my cousins, and other.
Yeah, greet them for me.
Yeah,
Thank you
no
so much.
problem.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
Blessings.
Thank you. God bless
Bye.
you. Yeah, bye.